Guys, wherever you are right now, however your day's gone, I want you to dance, guys. Dance wherever you are right now. Just dance on the spot because you can. Dance, guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone who's... You are in for a ride tonight, guys. I'm going to be giving you so much value. We're going to be specializing on preparation. A lot of people come to me and they say, Warren, how do you prepare before you get on stage? Well, tonight I'm going to share with you that preparation that I teach and what I do myself, which allows you to be excited before you get onto that stage. So maybe before you speak on stage, you've got all of those negative questions of, crap, what if I forget my lines? And then you start getting nervous and then you put this added pressure on yourself. We're going to remove all of that tonight, guys. I'm going to give you so much value, and I'm excited to tell you about the offering that we've got tonight as well for 6 people who are going to be doing a fearless speaking experience. So guys, welcome to tonight. We've got a lot of people online. I'm just going to give a quick shout out to everyone who's watching online. Well, not everyone. So Alex is in the house. Good evening, Alex. Amy Davies is in the house. Caroline Cooper is in the house. We've got Caroline in the house. Diane's in the house. Jason, Jonathan, Carlene. Whoop, 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 whoop. Guys, put your hands up if you're ready to learn tonight, guys. Make sure you've got a pen and paper, guys, because what you're going to learn tonight is going to help you not just on a stage, but it's going to help you in your everyday life. So guys, if you're ready to learn, just put your hands up so that you know how to use the hands on the GoToWebinar. If you're ready to learn, guys, put the hands up, hands up, hands up. We've got a lot of people on tonight as well. This is exciting. Okay, so guys, we're going to get straight into it. So who is this for? So who is the Fearless Speaking Academy for? So it's for entrepreneurs, coaches, speakers, business owners. So if you own a business, if you're a coach and you want to get more clients, you want to be able to speak to one-to-many effectively, then this is for you. You need to stay tuned in for this, guys, because what I'm going to give you, you want to become a people magnet in your business, but also your personal life as well. So entrepreneurs, coaches, speakers, and just in the chat box, guys, can you comment below what industry you work in, so I know what professionals we have in the house. So we've got, Caroline just said, how do you put your hands up? There should be a little hand button on the device where you can put your hand up. But guys, in the question, so we've got business owners in the house, someone that does network marketing, perfect. Do we have any coaches in the house? Do we have any coaches that are great on a one-to-one basis, but when it comes to speaking on a stage, you can't come across the same way? Like your nerves get in the way of you speaking. How many of you have that issue, guys? So we've got coaches in the house as well, perfect. Gosh, I said nervous, yes. So the whole idea of this, guys, is that, you know, when you speak to a prospect or you speak to someone on a one-to-one basis and you're fine with it, they see the value, they invest in you. But just imagine if you could do that on a stage where you're speaking in front of 100, 500, 1,000 people, and you can sell what you do to 1,000 people, not in a spammy, selly way, but in a way where you're being yourself, and what you're putting out there for the ideal clients, it's a no-brainer. How many of you would like that? How many of you would like to be able to sit on a stage and to be able to sell your high-end programs So whether you've got programs of £2,000, 5,000, 10,000, it doesn't matter about the price. It's how you come across. I would like people saying, yes, I would love that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And this is what I'm going to give you guys tonight, the preparation. One part of the FSA is preparation. This is what I'm going to share with you guys tonight. Gosh, you said, I would love that. Perfect. Because this is how I see it. I have high-end programs that are £10,000. If I'm going to do an event of just say 500 or 100 or 50 people, out of the 50 people, at least one person is going to buy that program. Why? Because I believe in it. I believe the value of it is more valuable than the money that they invest in. I want to ask you another question, guys. Whatever products you're selling, whatever service you're selling, do you believe that what you have is more valuable than the money they pass over, they transfer to you? Do you believe that the value, the results that you can get them are more valuable than the money they invest? Diane said, yes, yes, yes. Caroline said, yes. Gosha said, yes, I do believe. Emma said, yes, yes, yes. Andrew said, absolutely. Fantastic, guys. That's number one. We have to sell that to ourselves, that whatever you're offering, guys, is more valuable than whatever price they invest in. And don't allow other people to say, oh, that's too much. No, they just can't see the value. They can't see the return of the investment that they're going to get from your product or your service. Guys, does this make sense? Does this make sense, guys? I'm excited to share this with you guys. I want you to become effective on that stage. No more pussyfooting on the stage, owning the stage like a rock star, so that you can share, you can connect, and you can offer your services to people that need your services. Everyone's saying yes, yes, yes. Ermelinda said, you are amazing, my guy. Thank you so much, Ermelinda. I love what I do. So let's quickly look over the contents, guys, of tonight. So make sure you've got a pen and paper, guys. So first of all, I'm going to share my story. We've got a lot of new people, a lot of new faces that are tuning in tonight as well. So it's important that you know who I am. So I'm going to share my story on how I became a speaker, and then share the FSA story. How did the Fearless Speaking Academy come about? And then, what do you want? Like, what do you want out of tonight? What do you want to get? Why are you on tonight's webinar? I want to find out what you want so I can give you what you want. And then our main topic for tonight is preparation. Most speakers mess up their talks because they don't prepare right. And if they did what I'm going to share with you, they would master that talk. It's so important that you get this right. If you get the preparation right, it's game over. As soon as you get on that stage, people are going to connect with you. You're going to be like a magnet. It's going to be powerful. Then I'm going to share with you guys the Fearless Speaking experience. So tonight, guys, for 6 people, for everyone who's online, you're going to have the opportunity, for 6 people, are going to have the opportunity of going through the Fearless Speaking experience. I'm going to talk more about that towards the end of the webinar as well. So don't go anywhere, guys. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm going to share the offerings, guys, of what I've got tonight as well. So I've got 3 offerings tonight, guys, for people that are interested in growing their business, growing their confidence, and being a badass. Yes, I said it, a badass on stage. So let's kick it off, guys. But actually, before I start, who's excited? Write in the comment section, guys, below. Who is excited tonight, guys? Who's excited? Who's excited? Who's excited? I'm giving my all tonight, guys, 100%. I'm going all in. We're going to get someone live on this webinar as well. Everyone's saying I'm excited. Me, me, me. Yes, yes, yes. Me, me, me. I can't see. I can't see you yet. My camera's not on. Nicole said, hell yes. Me, me, me. Eager to learn. Yes, Warren. Fantastic, guys. So, anyone who's got a story out there, guys. Okay. Anyone who's got a story, do let me know. If you have a story, comment below. If you have a story worth telling, comment below. Do let me know who has a story. I'm going to start off with my story so you guys feel like you know me. Okay, so my story. I grew up in Oxford. I was born in 1989. It's quite cool that I was born in the 80s too. I just made it in the 80s, 90s, the noughties. So I was born in Oxford in a place called Blackbird Leys. So before those buildings that you can see, before they were there, that place used to be a sewers. And they put loads of Irish, loads of Jamaicans in that area, and they created one of the biggest council estates in Europe. And I lived there. It was called Blackbird Leys. It's called Blackbird Leys. And I've actually got a scar on my cheek because I was in that flat that you can see, and I was balancing on this table, and I remember falling off that table and hitting my cheek on the corner, and literally blood was everywhere, and then the ambulance had to come, and then so I've got fond memories of that big tower building that you can see, and these little like the garages were behind the shops. So I remember going home from school and walking past these garages and kicking the football against the garages. I was a little rebel, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little rebel as a kid. And that little boy there is me with the high top. I think my mum was watching Will Smith or Fresh Prince and was like, okay, let's give Warren a high top. And I actually remember that jacket as well. I used to absolutely love that jacket. Look at it. It's got the suede on it. Got the, I'm not sure what's going on at the top of the jacket with the flare of the reds coming out. Great colours though. Red. Yeah. And then I remember those trousers, cord trousers. Who remember the cord trousers, guys? Who remembers the cord trousers? I still love a pair of cord trousers. Not. I don't know why my mum put me in those. So growing up, guys, I was the oldest of four. My mum had me at 17 years old. And then when I look at 17-year-olds now, I'm like, wow, my mum was still a child. My mum had me at 17 years old. And my mum comes from like an Irish background. And my grandparents were quite old school. And they just believed that white people and black people just shouldn't mix. And my mum didn't listen. And she went with a guy called Kenneth Gibson, who's my dad. And she had me. But then she got kicked out and she had to live in hostels all around like Oxford, having a son. And I kind of grew up seeing a lot of stuff that a child shouldn't see. I saw my mum being abused by men. I witnessed my mum going through depression, drug abuse, experiencing bullying at school. And then 4 years later, my brother came along, and then my sister came, and then my little sister Lucy came. So the five of us was living in a 2-bedroom house in a council estate called Greater Leys. And in this council estate, literally there, it was because it was brand new. They didn't have proper roads. They didn't even have a shop in this council estate. We had to walk out of the council estate to Blackbird Leys to go to the shops. Like, it was like just that bad. And we were living in a 2-bedroom house. Me, my brother, and my 2 sisters were in one room. Me, my brother, and two sisters in one room. And yeah, the house was tiny. There was a lot of us. My mum was fighting depression at the time. So I just experienced a lot of stuff of neglect. Then I went into care when I was 8 years old. And I experienced a lot of abuse in care. I experienced feeling unloved in certain homes that I was in, feeling like I was different from their children. And it's just played a massive impact on my confidence, on who I was. I just was always seeking approval, to be liked, to be normal. I think once you go into care, I can't talk for everyone who's been into care, but when you've been in care, my aim was to be normal. My aim was so that I could get a normal job and say, look, I've gone through care, but look, I'm normal. I don't have a criminal record. I don't do drugs. And I think that was my goal, was to be normal, like growing up. So I experienced a lot of that. When I was 13 years old, my mum went to rehab and she was clean for over a year. She went to court. And this is so rare for this to happen. She got us all back together again as a family. And we moved from Oxford, where everything happened, to Bristol, a completely new life, a new mum. I could share a whole new story with the people at school. So I did. And I became popular. But people liked me for who I was trying to be, and not who I really was. And that resulted in depression. And then ended up going through depression. And when I went through depression, I was adamant that I wasn't going to take medication. And I had a journey where I went to America, flew out to America, and I created a philosophy over America. I found the root cause of my depression in America. I met a guy called Eric Thomas online who was from Chicago, inspired me to share my story. I shared my story. People from around the world read my story. They connected with me. I found my purpose. And when I found my purpose, I was like, I'm going to be a speaker because I saw Eric Thomas do it. He's got a similar story to what I have. He allowed me to change my perception on my story. And then what I did was I created a philosophy and I started to transform people's lives. And I realized that everyone wanted my attention. Everyone wanted me to help them, but I couldn't be everywhere. And this is where the Fearless Speaking Academy came about. And I started to coach people on how to be fearless, how to be themselves. Because the thing is, guys, you have so much knowledge within you, but you've never really written it down and packaged it up. And this is why anyone can be a speaker. But first of all, you must change your story so that your story enables you to live that life of just say being a speaker or being successful in that sense. So as a child, growing up, right? When I was 19, 20 years old, I experienced a lot of stuff, right? I was a victim, a massive victim. And I'm not afraid to say it. I was like, God, why me? Why me? Why is my dad not in my life? Why did I have to go through what I went through? Didn't understand it. I took it personal. I allowed it to weigh me down. But what happened, guys? This is the power of me becoming a speaker. What happened was this. When I was a victim, these were the emotions. This is how I was feeling at the time when I was a victim. I felt I was worthless because of what I experienced. I felt ashamed. I had low self-esteem, no self-love. I felt hopeless and I felt a statistic. In that victim cycle, that's what led me to depression. When I changed my perception on my story, I became a victor, no longer a victim. I became powerful. I felt fearless, confident. I had empathy. I became caring because I realized that I wasn't going through this alone. I stopped being selfish and I saw the bigger picture. I became giving. I felt loved. Life then had meaning, I had purpose, a powerful why, and I was selfless. That was just from changing my perception. So exactly the same upbringing, but it's powerful, right? When you can just change your perception and you go from being a victim to God, why me? To actually, God, thank you for what you've given me, because let's go back to this. You've allowed me to have many branches. You see that tree right there? The leaves and the branches. So the branches represent this. Abuse is a branch for me. Being fatherless is a branch for me. Depression is a branch for me. Growing up on a council estate is a branch for me. Poor mindset is a branch for me. Anxiety is a branch for me. The care system is a branch for me. Drugs, of witnessing my mum being on drugs, was a branch for me. How many branches do you have? And those branches, the leaves represent people. You see, if I didn't experience everything that I experienced, how on earth could I relate to the people that have gone through those certain things? I just wouldn't be able to relate to them. And you don't have to go through what I've put down. You don't need to have this traumatic upbringing, but you have branches. So write this down, guys. What are your branches? What topics can you share in your story that people in the audience are going to say, me too? Because as soon as I tell people what I've gone through as a child and where I've come from, little ears prod up. Their antennas go ting, 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 me too. And this is what they're saying in their head, me too, me too. And straight away, guys, guess what happens? The C word, connection. And this is so important in business and speaking on stage. You can't tell anyone anything without connection. These are your branches. That became my branches. I was like, wow, I can help a lot of people. I can help a lot of people through the things that I've gone through. They're my branches. And then that became, if you see underneath Victor, it says life degree in human connection. You can't get that in a university. You can only get that through life. So whatever experiences that you've had, guys, that's your audience that you're speaking to. Whatever you've gone through. So guys, just below, right? Just below, write down just below, what are your branches? Write some things that are your branches so I can see your branches. So you guys, so it's sinking in, guys. I want to keep on asking you questions so that you stay with me. What are your branches? What things have you gone through or you've experienced that other people are going to be able to relate to? So guys, write down below. So someone's write down. So depression, debt, bad relationship, losing my father, being a young mum, single parenthood. What about if you've been in a job where you've got paid peanuts? That's a branch. How many people out there that want to leave their job? That's a branch. How many branches do we have, guys? Not being listened to, that's a powerful branch. Shame, guilt, low self-esteem. Powerful, powerful branches, guys. Whenever you talk about this, people in the audience go, me too, me too, me too. Teacher workload, boom. Someone's wrote shit job. Yes, these are branches, guys. So guys, write this down. Write your branches down. People are not going to listen to you until they connect with you. And just a little story, right? Whenever you go abroad, just say if you went to France and then you meet someone that speaks English and you're speaking English and they come from England, you then automatically have that connection. Ah, where are you from in England? Oh, from Sheffield. Oh, from London. Whoa. And then you have that rapport straight away because you have something in common. It's important that we mention our branches. So guys, you know my story right now, right? In my story, what I've done, I've packaged it all up. I've reached over 1 million lives and I've created a life where I'm an international speaker traveling the world. And I want to share this with you guys. I want to share this video with you. I've been on radio stations, TV shows. I've reached thousands upon thousands of people from strategically using my story. And this is what you can do too, guys. Strategically using your story to draw in people. So people want to hear you on the radio. They want you on their podcast. They want you to speak at their event because of who you are and what your story is. And how you can strategically use your story to connect and then to deliver the value, to deliver your strategies so that you can help people to get from A to B. So when I watch this video, guys, this is a short little snip of what was created from my past. I use my past for me rather than against me. This is what happened. And that's what I love, you know. I've traveled the world, I've done speaking tours, had events of 1,000+ people, coached thousands of people on how to speak fearlessly on stage. I found my gift through rearranging my story. And this is what every single one of you that's listening to this right now, who's listening to this tonight, you have it. And what I know is that if you want to reach millions of lives, if you want to make a big impact in this world, you need a lot of money with that as well. So it's important, guys, that we have that ability to be able to sell and speak and make impacts in people's lives, because you can't feed anyone with an empty fridge. And this is what I want to share with you guys, because I'm effective in selling, because I believe in what I do, and the value that I have to offer is more valuable than what anyone could ever invest in. And this is what I want to give you guys. How many of you are excited to have that? How many of you have, like, do you want that, guys? You don't need to be in property. You don't need to be selling anything, right? You can sell it, of course you can. But people would pay just for your knowledge. People want results, and they want them now. So Lynn said, yes, excited. 100%. This is beautiful, guys. So how many of you want it? How many of you want to be in a place where you can package up your story, connect your story with your strategies? How on earth did you get from A to B? How did you do it? There are people out there who will pay you to give them the strategies on how to do it. This is why people come to you for coaching, or they come to your events, because they're in a similar situation where you were, and they want to get to a place where you are. And that recipe is worth money, is priceless. Yes, 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 I want it, I do. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So guys, the Fearless Speaking Academy story. So let me tell you about the story of the Fearless Speaking Academy. So how it came about, I had a client, and this guy said to me, Warren, like, you don't have to lie to me. Everyone gets nervous when they speak on stage. Everyone gets nervous when they speak on stage. How do you deal with your nerves? And do you still get nervous? And I said, no, I don't get nervous. He said, no, Warren, you don't have to lie to me. Everyone gets nervous when they speak on stage. Do you get nervous? I said, no. He said, why? I said, because I'm not focused on myself. And in that moment, guys, the idea of creating the Fearless Speaking Academy came up. I was like, shit. What I've done for myself, where it allows me just to be myself on stage and to deliver from my heart and just to be Warren, I can do this for other people. So I said, I'm going to get 8 people. I want to coach them, and one day at 4 p.m. the doors are going to open. And when the doors open, they're going to speak live for the very first time in their life without fear present. And was I crapping it on my first Fearless Speaking Academy? Yes, I was. People paid to do it, and I was like, crap, can I deliver? Can I do this? Like, oh, I've never done it before. I was like, no, I'm going to do this. I can do it. And there was one person that did it called Edis. And he couldn't say 2 sentences through the whole day of training. And I said to him something before everyone came in the room. I said, Edis, this is not about you. Tonight is not about you. Please don't be selfish in this moment. This is not about you. You're going to help someone who's been in your situation. And I remember watching him speak. And when he was speaking, it was like he was speaking for years. He was just flowing from a place where he wasn't trying to think of what to say, saying the right words. It just came from his heart. In that moment, I just knew the power of what the Fearless Speaking Academy was going to create. I was like, wow, we are going to change lives all over the world. I can see it. I can see it. So then, as it grew from 8 people, in a short period of 2 years, it then grew to 1,000 people. So some of the, like, we've had famous speakers that have shared the same stage, who've spoken at the Fearless Speaking Academy. So we've got Darren Jones, who's like the Michael Jordan in the Herbalife world. He's a millionaire, got thousands and millions of followers around the world who watch what he does and watch his videos. He gets like 20,000, 30,000 views. Joel Brown He's the founder and the owner of Addicted to Success, which is the biggest self-development website in the world. Thousands upon thousands of followers worldwide. We've got Jovan Langford, Ashley Zahabian, Caleb Maddox, the 14-year-old speaker now who is an entrepreneur who generates over 100,000+ a year in selling books and programs on social media. And he's famous for what he does. He's spoken on the same stage as Tony Robbins. He's worked with Gary Vee, Grant Cardone. Then we've got Trent Shelton, who a lot of you guys know, millions of followers around the world. These are speakers that have shared the same stage as the speakers at the Fearless Speaking Academy. They've been on the Fearless Speaking Academy lineup. And this is what I'm proud of, guys. I shared my story. I told you where I came from. I'm no different to anybody else. I just had a dream and I had a why that was bigger than me. People have a voice. They have a voice inside of them and it needs to come out. No more playing small. No more being an extra in society's film. You are the main character. And as you can see, the three speakers at the bottom, Kende, Mark, and Nicole, these guys have gone through the experience, done the training, and smashed it on the stage, just confident, being who they are. That's what we bring at the Fearless Speaking Academy. Whoever you are at home, I'm going to find that person, and we're going to bring that person on stage, and then you're going to bring your own personal swagger to that. How many of you guys know any of the speakers, by the way, guys? Comment below. How many of you guys know any of the speakers that you can see? Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, so, guys, if you're still, yes, don't make me cry, I know all of them. Yes, most of them at your event in December. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So guys, preparation. It's preparation time. It's preparation time, guys. You want to get so much value from this. Who's ready, guys? Just comment below, guys, so I know who's watching, who's listening tonight, guys. Who's ready for preparation, guys? Comment, I'm ready below, so I know all of you guys are in. I need you to buckle up. I need you to be sitting down wherever you are right now. I need your full attention for this next section. I need your full attention for this preparation. This is the main juice, the main meat. Everyone's saying ready, ready, ready. Perfect. Perfect. Lynn has just asked a question, quite a good question as well. Lynn asked, some personalities are different from others. Do you have to be an extrovert to get the attention of the audience? Great question. Lynn, what I see by an extrovert and an introvert, I just think they're labels. I think they're labels that society puts on us. So it gives some of us a voice to speak out and some of us not a voice to speak out. I think it's a label. I think, Lynn, when you're at home and you're with people that you're comfortable with, are you an introvert or are you an extrovert? How are you? Whoever you are at home, when you're with your friends and you're being yourself, that's who you are. Don't even associate yourself being an introvert or an extrovert. Don't give yourself those labels. You are unique. You are free to be yourself. No one is like you. Don't allow anyone to put labels on you. Like some people say, I'm dyslexic, I'm this, I'm that. Don't put labels on you. You're unique for a reason. And it's just being real and authentic to who you are, whoever you are at home, and you're not wearing a mask. So guys, preparation. Preparation, preparation. Guys, we're going to need a volunteer for this. So if you can put your hands up, guys, we're going to need a volunteer. If you can flash your hands. Okay, perfect. So we've got Jason. Jason, I'm going to unmute you.
Evening all.
Good evening, Jason. How are you feeling?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. I haven't been able to send over messages because I wasn't sure how to.
That's fine, Jason. That's fine. So, Jason, you're going to be the volunteer tonight. You're going to get a great transformation in the process, and everyone who's watching at home, you're going to get massive value too. Jason, in under 30 seconds, okay, 30 seconds
Yes.
to tell the audience absolutely everything about you so they feel like they know you. On your marks, set, go.
Okay, I'm male, I'm 42, I live in Chelmsford. I have 4 children, 2 of each, ranging from the age of 8 to 22. I keep marine fish. I like riding my motorbike. I like keeping fit. I like swimming. I love networking with people. I like helping people. Currently volunteering with a homeless shelter. I'm looking for work, and I'm keen to self-develop, and I'm always investing in myself to better myself, so I'm in a better position to help other people. I've kind of run out
Right.
of things to say.
No, Jason, that's great. That's fantastic. I feel like I know you even more now. Guys, put your hands up if you feel like you know Jason. So, Jason, have you ever done a public speech before, spoken on a stage before?
Not on a stage. I've been a trainer in front of a room of about 12 people, ranging from frontline staff to management to business owners,
Okay.
but never a stage.
And do you have an admiration for getting on the stage and speaking?
I do, yes. The only time I've ever been on stage is dancing.
I like it. What type of dance?
Bit of street dance. One memorable bit was doing the kind of sidestep with Artful Dodger, a big reunion event in Skegness.
I love it, Jason. You've got a move like Mick Jagger.
Yes.
Okay, so Jason, let's get down to it. All right. So I'm going to give you a topic to talk about. Actually, if you were to talk about a topic that you could talk about for literally, it's going to be for 3 minutes, 3 minute long topic that you can just talk about. What topic would you think about that you can talk easily about?
I suppose the first one would kind of be by myself, because it'd be about myself, because there's so many elements that could relate to other people. Um, Normally it would be about my hobby, about keeping marine fish.
Okay,
But
so right, that's great. So
yes,
tell me something actually. So that's a great topic. What about something that do you have like? Tell me your why. What's your why?
my why, my why was my children originally, to support them and lead by example, but they've all kind of found their independence. So now my new why is generally on a professional basis. It was going in and helping other people change things, whether it be communication, changing their environment, and so forth. Where I'm at now, I've realised with what of my life experiences, I'm able to help other people, and I can relate on several different factors to help those individuals, which is fantastic.
Fantastic. So, Jason, you've got 3 minutes, okay? 3 minutes
Yes.
as an audience. Okay, we've got a big audience that are listening in tonight as well. So a lot of
Okay.
people that are in tonight. I want you to, for 3 minutes, I want you to talk to them, and I want them to connect to your why. I want at the end of it, I want them to be like, do you know what, Jason? Like, I want to join you with this. I feel connected with you. I want them to feel emotionally connected to you, Jason.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yep. Okay. Whenever you're ready.
So I'm going to put the timer on. So get
Okay.
ready on your marks. Let's go.
Okay, we're going to start off with a professional perspective first of all, that will obviously transfer over to kind of on a personal level of helping people. So my background has been quite varied, and I've kind of involved myself and had a target of doing health and safety because it had so many elements of auditing, inductions, training, generally problem solving. Now at school, I used to be a bit of a bully, and I've made amends along the way as I've got older, public amends, which is quite bold. But that's just all part of growing up and reinventing myself. So I've gone into these businesses and remembering where I came from. I always said to myself that no matter how high up I go, I've got to remember where I came from. And someone else had an opportunity to make them changes for me, but they didn't. Now I'm in a position where I can make a change for people. So I kind of reverse that psychology of kind of being the bully, if you like, and I was sticking up for the frontline staff to make sure that they were getting treated fairly. And I would just generally go in, and first thing I would be asking is, what are the problems you're dealing with? What are you contending with on a daily basis? And then I would ask them to give me the opportunity to assist those and try to put things right. Now, obviously in these positions, people are low morale. There was a lot of turnaround of staff, and generally people just got fed up of doing stuff. So it was a case of just keep telling me what the problems are. I'll keep logging those, and then I will look into that. And I essentially was the mediator and the negotiator between frontline staff and management, and making management realise that they had a duty to fulfil and that they could be held accountable if they didn't fulfil that. And really, after a long period of time and several projects that I was doing for different clients, it came down to communication most of the time. And it was as easy as that, as communication. Did you just say 10 seconds?
Yeah, and stop just there.
Wow. Okay.
Jason?
Thank you.
Okay, the great points are, Jason, right?
Yes.
You flowed all the way through it, so you didn't have to go, you could talk, which is fantastic. I'm gonna ask the audience now a very honest question, guys, and I want you to be as honest as you can. I'm gonna ask you questions. Did you stay connected, or was you connected with what Jason was saying? This has to be an honest answer so that we can get the best out of Jason, because what we do next, you're going to see a massive transformation, and this is going to be the proof in the pudding for everyone who's watching the power in preparation. So, guys, below. So Gosha said, I didn't stay connected, okay? Okay, so let's just get, and I said not fully. I got lost after a bit. I didn't either. I don't think I lost connection. Not at the beginning. About the way through became, not at the beginning, about halfway through became connected. Okay, so Jason, would you like to connect everyone from the start, from the get-go to the end?
I would like to, yes.
Yeah, we're about to literally have a transformation right now. I want to talk you through the process on how to get people connected and listening to every single word that you say. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so this is what I coach at my FSA training. So first of all, before you deliver a talk on a stage, on a webinar, Facebook Live, you want to ask yourself good questions. So first of all, Jason, okay, I want you to ask yourself these questions and answer it in your head.
Okay.
How many lives are you going to impact by the words that you speak? How many lives are you going to impact when you get on that stage or when you're speaking on that webinar? Ask yourself that question. How many lives am I going to impact? And feel it. Feel the answer. Feel that emotion.
Okay.
Now, Jason, right, really feel this as well. How are you going to feel when someone comes to you after their talk and they say, Jason, what you said has really made an impact in my life? Or better than that, they come 2 years later or 5 years later and they've just created their own business. They're living on their terms because of something that you said. How will that make you feel? Ask yourself that question. How will it make you feel that someone comes to you after, Jason, and they say, Jason, do you know what? What you said, wow, it's changed my life.
That'd be quite humbling and quite a privilege.
Yeah, yes. Feel that emotion right there. So guys, first things first, we have to ask good questions. If you try to deliver a good talk, well, hopefully I'm going to be great today. Guess what? The outcome of the whole talk is about you saying the right words at the right time. And then this is where you mess up, and this is where you don't get the connection that we're talking about. If you're in business, people don't invest in you if there is no connection. Connection is vital. So ask good questions. So we talked about some of the questions there. The next one is the visualization. A great visualization. Jason, I want you to visualize, okay, for like literally 15 seconds, visualize. You would do it longer when you speak on stages, but visualize you speaking on a stage or speaking on this webinar, and whatever you're going to say, when we go around next time, you're going to smash it out. You're going to smash it out of the park. I want you to visualize, close your eyes, visualize everyone on this chat right now saying, oh my gosh, I was connected all the way through it. Visualize it. Visualize hearing, seeing those answers. Me telling you those answers, that everyone is connected. Visualize it. See it in your head. Play it over in your head. How are you breathing when you see it? What's your posture like?
Yes.
Yeah. Get that, make it real in your head. Make it, it's already happened, Jason. It's already happened. That visualization. And then what you wouldn't do on a webinar, or you could do on a webinar actually, you do something embarrassing. So for example, when I speak on a stage and I'm speaking in front of 1,000 people, I will do something so embarrassing. For example, it could be in a shop on my way to get water before I go to the venue, and I'll start singing in that shop. I do something so embarrassing that the thought of walking on a stage and speaking in front of 1,000 people seems like a walk in a park. Does that make sense?
It does, yes.
Yes, so you do something so embarrassing before the event, before you go live, before you're on the webinar, so it makes whatever it is that you're doing seem a walk in the park. That's the third thing you want to do. Guys, make sure you're writing this down at home as well. Next thing, Jason, is raise the vibration. Raise the vibration in your body so that your body is going up and down and you're going, yes, yes, yes. The body's moving erratically. You're dancing, you're singing, you're doing whatever you have to do to get that body, the energy inside of you at a level 10 on the vibration scale. Does that make sense?
It does, yes, thank you.
Yeah. And then the last thing that you want to do are the affirmations. And the affirmations are important because when you say these affirmations, what they do is they keep you into state and they allow you to find the right information from your subconscious mind. So first of all, you want to say out loud, I am powerful and people want to listen to me. I am powerful and people want to listen to me. I love them and they love me. I love them and they love me. I love them and they love me. This isn't about me. This is about them right now. I don't need to be nervous because this is not about me, it's about them. This is not about me, it's about them. That allows my sense of humor to come out. I can throw some jokes out there, I can sing, I can do whatever I want to do because I know it's not about me, it's about them. Make sense?
It does, yes, I'm writing that down, thank you.
Yeah. So guys, write this down at home. It's so important that you write all of this down at home, guys. This preparation is powerful. When you get this preparation and you do the routine, you can speak in front of 1,000, 5,000. It doesn't matter how many people you speak in front of. So right now, Jason, okay?
Okay.
I want you to go through it, okay? So ask the questions in your head right now. Ask those questions in your head.
I've set the scene. I know exactly where I am, and I know exactly what path I'm going to take you on.
Fantastic. And what I want you to do, you can do it, you can actually do it on air or you can do it off air. I think actually it'd be better off air. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mute you. I want you to go crazy in literally raising your vibration. So when you come back on, people can just feel, they can feel the energy come through the mic. Yeah, so you're going to do it for 10 seconds.
Okay.
So I'm just going to mute you and go crazy. Raise that vibration in your body.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, let's go. So right now, guys, Jason is going absolutely crazy, right? It's good to, I wouldn't say crazy, but what you do is yes, 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 yes. It's almost like you're literally preparing your body to get out there. And it doesn't matter who judges you or who says anything, but you're getting that vibration up so much that you're creating that static energy where everything is drawn to you. You become this people magnet. People are connected because you've raised your body to this vibration. So you want to say to yourself, yes, 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 yes. Move the body. Everyone at home as well, do this at home. Everyone, guys, 10 seconds, okay? 10 seconds. Everyone at home, literally move the body. Yes, yes, yes. So karate chop, pretend you're karate chopping that invisible wood across your body. Yes, yes, yes. And again, yes, yes, yes. And again, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so guys, you're gonna see right now, when we bring Jason back on, he's gonna draw you in. He's not gonna speak with the same tone. His sense of humor is gonna come out. His emotion is going to come out. He's not going to rush it. He's going to have that tonality. Just see the difference in Jason. Just see the difference, guys. You ready for it? So Jason, when I put you back in the room, I want you to go straight into that talk of what your why and why you're passionate about it and the lives you're going to change. Okay, the impact you're going to make. Talk from the heart. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So Jason, you might have to unmute your microphone so that everyone can hear you.
My apologies. Can you hear me?
We can hear you right now, Jason. So Jason, okay, exactly.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we'll go for 2 minutes. We'll go for 2 minutes this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good.
So what you want to do then? You want to bring yourself back to that state so that you're literally you've got that cannon inside of you.
Okay.
Ready? 3,
Okay.
2, 1, let's go.
Okay, so I want you to be able to overcome any fear of the day. For me, it's getting up and getting past that front door. I need to get physical, I need to get fit, I need to have somewhere to go to give myself a positive mindset. So I get up, I make arrangements, I'm going swimming, I'm going to use my push bike, I'm going to get down to the pool, to the gym, and I want to invest in myself. So all I am doing is kind of focusing on myself and where I want to be. I want to have that vision that I want to overcome these thoughts, these bad thoughts, these negative thoughts. 6 weeks ago I had thoughts of suicide, but I want to turn that around because I've realized that I need to help people. People need to need my help. I've seen the fallout of these different situations where people that have committed suicide, or the people have been around people that have taken their own lives. So that's kind of given me the incentive to spin that around and actually be the person that wants to help others, because I've been in that dark place. I know how difficult that is to even get up, get showered, have food, get motivated. So I've given myself somewhere to go, something to achieve, give myself some challenges to overcome. And each little step is a reward to myself to say, I've done that, I've achieved that, and to recognize that as well. The fact of just getting out the front door, you don't want to be dwelling on the fact, thinking, wow, I can't even get out the front door, what's the matter with me? You need to be thinking, I'm going to get past that door, I'm going to get outside, and I'm going to achieve today. I'm going to invest in myself today, I'm going to love myself today, because I want to lead by example, and I want to be able to help other people. So,
Jason?
Yes.
Wait, I don't want to say anything just yet. I want the audience, I want everyone who's watching right now, guys, who's just witnessed this right now. Were you connected to Jason this time round? Just going to put it out there, guys, and I want to read the feedback. Because this is proof, right? This is proof. So, Jonathan said, so drawn to what he's saying. So drawn to what he's saying. Paul Reese has said, utterly compelling. He's still in transition, but I'm interested in tracking his journey. That self-disclosure was moving, had me hooked. Gosha, Beautiful, amazing. I feel every single emotion. I love it. Alex, yes, much better. Carlene, I was totally connected. Nicole, I want to connect. Caroline was able to stay listening to him. Lynn, yes, in the beginning, sound more engaged, more real. He could be used an affirmation to audience to keep them connected. Yes, incredible. You should be so proud. I could see myself in it. So Jason, tell everybody else your feedback from going from when you first did it to when you did it now.
I know the first time I went round, I was kind of a bit all over the place, and I kind of digressed a few times. Where I placed myself this time round, I was in the living room and I needed to get out that front door, and I wanted to share that journey with you and how difficult that journey was. You could tell in my voice there was so many emotions there, as well as I'm trying to talk to you and share that, and I really appreciate your feedback, guys.
Fantastic. And then the second time round, the connection, did you feel connected with what you're saying?
I did, yes. I was talking from the heart.
Fantastic. Jason, I want to say thank you so much for being the volunteer tonight and putting yourself forward. You absolutely smashed it, and you've shown people the difference on what preparation can do before you speak on stage.
Thanks for having me, Warren. Appreciate that, and everybody else here. My
blessing, Jason. Thank you so much. Guys, give Jason a big silent round of applause. Thanks, Jason. Take care.
Love. Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm being aware of time as well, because I want you guys to know the offering that I'm going to be giving you guys tonight. But I just wanted someone who's never done this before. I wanted you guys to see the transformation that can happen. And a part of the Fearless Speaking Academy, that's just one part. All that I know in business, people invest in you when they're emotionally connected to you. If you're not emotionally connected when you're delivering from the stage because you have fear or you have nerves in the way, people are not going to buy from you. And you have services that people need. I'm talking to coaches out there, people that work with communication. If you can help people's health, you need to be helping these people. They need you, but they need to be manipulated in a good way. You need to sell it to them on why they need to act now and not tomorrow, not next week, not next year. When you talk with emotion in the right areas, you connect with the audience straight away. If I believe in a product, if I believe in a service, I can sell it to 9 out of 10 people, regardless of how much money they think they have. If you make it a need for someone, if you can present it in a way where it becomes a need, where I need this to progress in my life or to be able to provide the best life for my family, that only comes from emotion and belief in whatever it is that you're selling, which is powerful. So business owners, you need to be able to communicate effectively, and you can use this on stage or speaking on a one-to-one basis. Write this down. People don't buy unless they are emotionally connected. People buy external things, materialistic things, because of a feeling that they will get once they purchase the handbag, the feeling that they will get when they purchase the car. People are chasing a feeling. So if you improve someone's health, or if you help someone who's shy to become confident, that feeling of confidence is what they're after. So it's the emotion behind it. And to be able to give people that emotion, you have to transfer that emotion. And this is what we saw with Jason, which is powerful. So guys, I want to talk to you about the Fearless Speaking Experience. So it's a 2-day Fearless Speaking Experience that you're going to get. And we're going to have 6 spaces. And we've had people travel from Dubai. Melinda's traveled from Dubai. We've had Kimberly travel from Dubai, America. So people travel from all over the world to do this 2-day experience. And in this 2-day experience, we break it down. So day 1, we stay at a luxury location like a 5-star location where we have the 6 speakers, where we train from AM, so 9 a.m. until like the evening. We'll go out for we'll have dinner, we'll bond together, and every FSA experience, all of the speakers become like a family. So therefore, on the day of the event, when everyone is there, you've got that support and that connection, and everyone does it together. And it's that feeling of like you got people that have gone through the process with you. They know your story. They know why you do what you do. They saw how you were when you first walked into their house. They're emotionally connected with you. And on that day one, what we do is we work through areas of your preparation so that once you have your preparation, guys, it allows you to remove the fear from every speech that you do. You have the preparation on point, you're going to own the stage. Then we go through the purpose, how to really tap into your purpose, because I know when you've got the right purpose, you will run in a house that's on fire to rescue your family. You will go through the fear of the flames to rescue your family. So all we have to do, all I have to do, is to tap you into that purpose. And the fear of speaking or making a fool of yourself goes out of the window. If we can tap into that purpose, that mission is bigger than yourself. Then we work on the mindset. So the fear is all in the mind. So we teach you on how the mind works and how to remove that fear away from speaking and how to change the meaning from within. So I used to be fearful of speaking, but now I'm excited. I get the same symptoms. My heart beats fast. Before I used to call that nerves and fear. I now call it excitement. I can't wait. I'm ready. I'm going to impact someone's life. I'm going to deliver my best talk because someone needs to hear what I have to say. I'm about to change someone's life here. And my heart goes, I'm excited. I'm on the stage. I'm behind the curtains. I'm ready. Ready for the presenter to say my name. But when I get on that stage, I'm going to make the most of every single minute. I'm going to connect like I've never connected before. They're going to feel me. They're going to have tears. They're going to have laughter. They're going to be with me on this journey. I'm going to plant this seed inside of them and their life is going to change on this talk. So to really get your mindset right so that you can deliver this every time you set foot on a stage. So if you've got a product, you've got a service, people don't buy what you do until they know why you do it, until they're connected emotionally to what you're saying. So we work through that as well. And then the communication skills are vital. Someone can tell me they're confident verbally, but their body's saying something else. How do we make what you say and your body, your non-verbal communication, be in sync with your words? And what that does, it allows your audience to stay connected and to follow the journey that you're going to take them on. So when you start speaking with your body and you use your facial expressions, what that does, it allows people, because people take in the most information through their eyes. This is why non-verbal communication is more effective than verbal communication. So you're going to learn how to communicate effectively, how to use your story strategically, so people are hanging on to every single word that you say, and the ones that can relate, the ones that need what you have to offer, are going to be coming to you after and saying, where do I invest? I'm ready. And this is what I'm going to teach you, how to communicate in a way where you connect to the core, where you're connected to that audience, where they like you, they know, they feel like they know you, and they trust you. And it's a bit like this, guys. You know, you want to get yourself to a place where, have you ever recommended a restaurant to somebody else before? Like you say, go to Luigi's, they do amazing pizzas. Do you ever feel like you're selling when you're doing that? You don't. Your physiology, the way you say it, it's not awkward. It doesn't feel like you're selling. You're just referring someone to a restaurant because you believe they do good pizzas. Now it's getting you to that place where that process is just like that for your services. I believe in what I do. I believe in what I do. I know the value of what I have is more valuable than what they can invest in. When you guys write this down, when you get to that place, right, when you sell it to yourself first, when you know the value is far greater than what they invest in, it becomes like referring Luigi's. You want to refer Luigi's to people and have that same physiology, that same feeling inside of you. The only time when you feel awkward in selling is when you feel like you're getting more than they are. Whenever you feel awkward about, oh, this is awkward, I can't sell, it's because you feel like you're getting more than they are. Fact. How to sell. This is important, guys. You need to sell to be able to sell effectively, organically, authentically, not in a cheesy, not in a way you deliver an amazing speech, and then when you're selling, it sounds like you're really uncomfortable, and it's like, who's ever done that before, guys? Just comment below. When I first started out, I was like, I want to help everyone, and I want to help people that can't afford my services. I want to just give it. And then when I started to offer prices, I felt uncomfortable. I had to work on myself. I had to convince myself to say, actually, when they invest, what they're doing is they're making a commitment. Because those people who pay more are more committed. Fact. And when you believe that, it then doesn't feel awkward to sell your products or services. It feels normal. It feels like, okay, I'm just referring you. I have something that you can never repay me with. You can't repay me with money. When you have that belief, then you can sell to absolutely anyone without feeling bad, knowing that you're actually going to help them. Their life is going to change. They could never repay you. How many of you guys feel like you have a product or a service like that? How many of you watching this right now who feel like you have something like that they could never repay you with money? Carolina said yes. How many of you guys have a product or service where you feel like they could never repay you? Lynn said, I do. Fantastic. Yes. Fantastic. And the last piece, guys, which a lot of people get confused with, is structure. Sometimes I hear people speak and the structure is all over the place. They are talking about, like, they're talking about things before building rapport with the audience. I'm looking at the audience, they look disengaged. They're watching what's going on outside. And because there's no structure in it, structure is so important that you follow the process, where the first thing you do is engagement. You build rapport. Then you sell them why they should listen. And then once you sell why they should listen, you then have their engagement. You have them on the edge of their seats. And then you want to empower them to take action with their life. Not next week, not next month, but today. That decision where they say, my life's never going to be the same again. I'm going to make a change. And then having the right structure in place that we're going to go through so you stay on track and you don't go off track and get lost, like so many of us do, so that you can stay on track. So we structure it in a way that you can have as a keynote that you can deliver over and over and over and over again. So day one, we stay in a luxury, big luxury house where we stay in, where it's all 5-star, and it will be in London. And we'll have that connection time. I really want to find your stories. I want to see you cry. I want to really connect to your cause, because a lot of us, we find it hard to connect. And this is why we're struggling in our businesses, because you find it hard to connect with people. You need to be able to connect with people to be able to sell anything to anyone. There needs to be connection. Your clients, people that you work with, they need to feel connected to you. And this is what we're going to work on day one. So day one's going to be really intense, but you're going to love it. So day two, guys, you're going to be escorted from the home all the way to the venue. And we're going to have 100 people that are going to be hearing you for the very first time in that audience. You're going to be behind the curtains. You're going to hear the audience. You're going to be having that preparation in place. I want you to imagine you behind those curtains, getting yourself ready, that you're going to impact lives, that you're ready to deliver the best ever speech you've ever done. It's going to come from your heart. You're going to flow. You're going to have everyone on the edge of their seats listening to every single word that you have to say. This is the first time you have a voice and you're allowed to express fully, where you own that stage, where you can roam and feel at home on that stage. And you can entertain the audience. Imagine that you're behind those curtains. You're ready to go on. How are you feeling? Write down, guys, write down below, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? You're behind those curtains. The presenter's calling your name. Pumped, energized. And for those people that said nervous, you won't feel nervous. And now you will, but when it comes to it, when you've gone through the training, zilch, you're ready. Excited, feel excited. I love it. The people that have said nervous, you're nervous now, but when you go through the process, you're like ripping those curtains down. And then what happens, guys, is that everyone in that audience, they're on their feet. And there's lives that you've changed in that audience. All I know is whatever you deliver on that day will come from your heart and you'll draw people in. And all I wanted to do is to give you that permission that your voice needs to be heard. I want you to see how powerful you are, your story is, the value that you have, that you didn't even know, the strategies that you have that you don't even know about. That people are actually writing your notes down. They're writing their notes down. They're learning from you. And then you've got people on their feet because they feel emotionally connected to what you said. And for me, it's like you always do meaningful work. So what comes first is people. Adding value to people's lives. This is what it comes down to. When you get on your deathbed, that's what it comes down to. But in order to help loads of people, you need the byproduct, which is money. And people invest in your programs, or they invest in your products. And then what happens is the ROI, the return that they get, is they invest 10 times over. So guys, that is the FSA trick in your life. That you can have this opportunity where everything is set up for you, the stage, everything is set up for you. This is just allowing you to be in a space so you can say to yourself, I've done it. You can experience it and you grow from it. So for the people that are interested, guys, with that, who would like to know the investment of that? Just comment below, guys. Would you like to know the investment of the FSA experience? Okay, what I'm going to do. Yes, everyone said yes. Okay, if you can guess, guys, If you can guess the price before I do it, if you can guess the price, what I'm going to do, whoever gets closest, I will give you £100 off the price if you can guess the price. So put it down, my coaching in a luxury house all day from 9 a.m. We sleep over, then we get escorted to the venue, then we have that experience. People are close. Wow, 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 wow. Someone is £7 away. I like it. Okay, so guys, the experience, okay, the investment is going to be, so this is an introductory price, because when I do this again and again and again, it's going to go up in price. The original price is $5,997. Because I know the investment in it. I know that if you're a coach or if you're a speaker, if you're a business owner, when you can speak effectively, and if you've got a 2K program and you sell, I don't know, like you speak to 100 people, you can get 5 people to buy your program. Regardless of how much your program is, if you have the tools and strategies to be able to sell effectively and to communicate effectively, you're going to get your money back times 10, times 20, times 30. It's a life tool, it's an investment. So the introductory price, guys, is going to be $997, and the deposit is going to be $697. So for the 6 people that want to come, we deposit $697, then 2 installments after that, and it's going to be £97, and we're going to do it in August. So for the guys that want to do that, just put hands up. Who would be interested, guys? Jessu's put, wait, where's Jessu? Jessu put 990. So it's going to be the second, okay, guys? It's going to be the second Friday and Saturday in August. The second Saturday, Friday and Saturday in August. Like, this is going to be an investment, guys, that's going to change the rest of your life on stage and off stage as well. And also as well, guys, for the people that are doing this, you're going to have the opportunity of becoming FSA trainers. So I have online programs that you can be affiliated to as well, which you'd get 50% of the profits on those programs too. I will train you up to be an FSA trainer as well, and you'll have that experience of running your workshops, and I can take you along that path as well, so you have that opportunity too. And this is about really packaging your story up, your services up, so that you can have this in your mind and you can take it all around the world. You can go and speak in Dubai, you can speak in America, you can speak wherever you want in the world, you can run your own events. And for example, if I have events of 100 people every month and I have a 2K, 5K, 10K program, it then becomes easier rather than being desperate, like, oh, I need money. Like, you just have a product that you believe in, that you know the value. Like, you have to know the value, guys. For people that are serious about doing this, you have to understand that you must know the value of your services. If you don't know the value of your services, then you've got to work on that first. But once you know the value, it becomes like referring Luigi's, the pizza place. So guys, there's a lot of people on tonight as well. So we've got 6 spaces. So if you are interested, guys, and you're ready, you're on board, I'm a yes, I'm ready. I want you to email, write this down, guys, as well. Email info@warreninspireryan.co.uk and just write below that I'm interested for an interview, and tell me why as well. I want to know the why, because it's powerful that I don't just want people on board who are like, yeah, I want to do the experience, this sounds cool. I want you to be a testimonial. I want you to do the process and say, look, I can say, look, this person's done the process, look at them, look at the impact that they're making, look how successful, look how much their business is growing, the lives they're changing, because that's more valuable than the investment. And for those people, guys, that are in a place where maybe the 997 you can't invest in, we have the second offering, guys. So the second offering is that we have the same training in the house, but over a 2-day period. and that's going to be 397. And then we can only take 10 to 15 people on that. So that's going to be 397, 2 day. We're in a luxury house, 2 days of training in the house. We go through the same stuff, but without the audience. So the fearless speaking experience, you get the audience, the real situation. It's like jumping in the pool to swim. So this one is like a step down of you learning everything, but you don't get the audience of 100 people to speak in front of. So we have that as well. And also we have an online program, and the investment for that is £97. So we go through the Fearless Speaking Academy process online, which you can keep forever. And there's a lot of bonuses in that as well too. So guys, if you're interested in any of them, guys, if you're ready to become a fearless speaker, you're ready to grow your business, you're ready to grow yourself, your confidence, you want to be effective, you look at the Gary V's, the Les Browns, the Tony Robbins, and you see yourself out there. And I want to talk to the females as well. Females, there's a massive space up there for big speakers, big female. There's a massive space for it. So females, there's a space ready to be taken. Do we have any questions, guys? Do we have any questions, any questions, any questions? So Lynn's asked, FSA 2-day training, Warren, when's the deposit due by? So due by ASAP. So the first 6 people that can pay the deposits will be on board for the next FSA. Jesse, yes, if you email them to me, that's fantastic. Goshia said, what is your personal view on Toastmasters? Okay, so my personal view on Toastmasters is I feel like you are shaped into one of those like presenters where you speak like so, step 1, step 2, step 3. And I think it's effective in certain areas, but I think for me, when it comes to speaking, it's about being yourself so that you can connect with your audience who can relate to you and who need what you have to offer. So for example, if you was to put Tony Robbins in a Toastmasters, he'd make so many mistakes. But what makes him so engaging is his connection. And that's the big part of what we do, is connection. You connect with the audience, doesn't matter how you say it, they're listening. They're emotionally connected to you. So that would be my answer to that, Gosha. Can you repeat your email? Yes, so it's info@warreninspireryan.co.uk. 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 So guys, a lot of you that are on tonight as well, you're going to be coming together to do this. A lot of people are interested as well, guys. So just get the email sent to me ASAP and we'll get the ball moving. I want you to be in a place where you're effective on stage and you're a rock star on that stage. You've got the swagger like Mick Jagger. You can roam on that stage. You can get people on the edge of their seats. You can take them high and you can take them low. We're going to go through the whole process. I want you to be effective in a way where you have connection. Write this down. Guys, write it down, write it down, write it down. Without connection, people will not listen and they won't invest. There has to be connection. Connection is vital in life. If you want to impact lives and in business, so important. So actually, guys, put your hands up, guys, just before we go. I want to have some feedback from tonight's webinar. Put your hands up if you would like to give some feedback for tonight's webinar, guys. If you've got tons of value and you just want to give some feedback. Flash your hands up and down so I can see. Has everyone gone shy? Flash your hands, guys. Wicked. Okay, so Jason. Jason had it live. Jason,
Hello.
how's it going? What's the feedback?
I gained a lot of value from that, better understanding of the whole process, and it definitely sounds exciting. I'm definitely going to be having a look at what suits me at my current position.
Yeah.
Definitely something that I would invest in. So yeah, I appreciate you sharing that.
Cool. And what from tonight, what really stuck into your head? What really sort of clicked and made sense for you?
I think I always had reservations to understand of what it is and how it works. So now I've got a better understanding that's given me a lot more confidence, you know, within yourself and your product and your offering as well about the whole thing. So it's ticked a big box for me.
Fantastic. Well, Jason, thank you so much. Actually, before you go, Jason,
Yes.
can you give us a little song? Can you sing us a little song to make us feel like we need to leave our house?
Oh,
We
wow.
need
I close my eyes,
I close my eyes.
drew back the curtain high to see for certain. I haven't sung that since school. Yes. So you want me to continue? I can't remember the words.
That's good. Good. And I always finish off with a rap. We always finish it with a rap.
Okay.
Okay, so I want you to rap. And our famous topic to rap about is jelly.
Jelly.
I know, right? But you have to,
Wow.
like, Jason, you have to go all in, like Eminem style. Like, you can't just play with it. You have to go all in with jelly. Like, lose yourself in the music.
Wow. Okay. Rap. Wow, this has put me on the spot. Okay. Are we interacting? Are we going backwards and forwards with this jelly?
Yeah, we're ready. Ready? Three. MC Jelly, MC Jason Jelly. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Okay. Look at the jelly. The jelly's on the plate. A wibble, a wobble. We're gonna give it some moves. We're gonna wobble. We're gonna. I have no idea.
Keep going.
I love my jelly. I love my jelly. It wobbles like my belly.
Guys, by the way, well, this is another big part of it as well. We get people singing, dancing in the house. It's going to be like, get prepared to come outside your comfort zone times 10.
Yes, yeah, I'm there. Oh man.
You've been a great support, Jason.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jason, and have a great night.
And you, thank you very much.
For everyone who's on Facebook as well, guys, i.e. mostly all of you because I promoted this only on Facebook, do tag me in your post, guys. Any value that you got from tonight, send it to me on my post. I love reading your comments and the value that you've got as well. And if there's anything that you want me to talk about in future webinars, do tell me. I love delivering webinars, guys. This is what I love to do. I think if you can speak, you can influence. And if you can influence, you can change people's lives. And changing people's lives is the key in growth and it's the key in life. And we live in a world of disconnect. So it's our job to connect the world together from all walks of life. Black, old, white, Muslims, Christians, Jewish, spiritual, all walks of life. Because under the clouds, there's one family. We're going to connect all of them. And if you can speak, you can influence. Your mouth, your voice is powerful and it can bring people together. And that's my mission. That's my legacy. Is so that I can use my voice, because when I grew up in care, I didn't have a voice and my brother was my voice. And now I have a voice. I don't intend to not express my truth. And I will continue to do this to the day that I die. And this is the biggest legacy that I can live inside of me, is to give others a voice. So guys, thank you so much for watching tonight. And do send me a post on Facebook. And if you're ready, guys, and you're ready to do this, send me an email at info@warreninspirerun.co.uk. And I look forward to coaching you guys. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Speak to you guys soon, and take care.